I guess there's some concern that they're saying it's getting violated, the statue of Molly Malone.
It's getting molested, Johnny. I mean, just look at the color of the rest of the statue, and then look at the color of the actual, chesticle areas of the statue.
But all right,
go ahead.
It's like Lincoln's nose. It's like every bronze statue somewhere in the country, you've got to rub it for luck, and it just so happens that the thing that's within arm's length are her boobs.
Correct. But this has all been brought about by a 23-year-old university student there who has just had enough. Let me introduce you to Tilly Cripwell, who has been the one that's pointed out that the bronze artwork has been groped so many times over the years that its boobs have become discolored, as you see in the picture there.
Or to say they've become enhanced.
Correct. She says she has witnessed, quote unquote, disgusting behavior at the statue many times. She took it to the Dublin City Council, and they are considering her call to repair the discolored statue and raise it to a higher level so that people aren't able to just grab it. So what she wants to do is, you got to keep Molly Malone around, but you got to raise it up so that people can't just, honk honk her chesticles there in the middle of Dublin Square. Ms. Quipperell said the groping of the sculpture's breast by passersby and some tourists, quote, sets a really bad example to younger generations.
Okay.
She says, it triggered me so much, I just had to put a stop to it. The fact that this icon is immortalized in a statue but reduced to her breast just seems so wrong.
I'm not a gynecologist, but I think if you raise the statue, something else will be grabbable. The thing the president likes to grab.
Correct. Would you rather?
I don't know.
Would you rather have?
And if you raise it so high that it's just weird foot fetish people, there's no winning. I don't think there is a pedestal tall enough to fix this.
Correct. And it's one of those things of, should we be better than our baser instincts? Yes. But who among us has not seen a statue like this? Or even, there was a statue outside of a hot dog place. It was like, it was a hot dog with like a mustard thing that was kind of close to crotch level up in the Chicagoland area. Mm-hmm. And the pictures that people took with that, it's just our nature that if you've had a few, or what you see a funny statue, people are just going to go up to it. The statue has been around 37 years, and it's a tribute to a legendary Dublin woman who sold shellfish in the streets of the Irish capital. It's not clear if the character is based on a real or fictional person, but the figure Molly Malone has come to represent part of Dublin's working class community. She's also the subject of a traditional folk song. And according to the colorful lyrics, she's
Molly Malone with the shiny boobs. Come along and rub it for luck.
Apparently, she died of a fever, but then returned as a ghost, still wheeling her wheelbarrow through the city. Yeah, we know what her wheelbarrow was. Exactly. Her big front porch is what her wheelbarrow was. Many public artworks in Dublin are popularly referred to by rhyming nicknames, and for years, the Molly Malone statue was known as the Tart with a cart. So you're already, if the nickname for it is the Tart with the cart, and you come up upon it, who among us isn't going to do a little squeeze on the Tart with the cart?
I just did a quick search, and a Wikipedia page came up of notable examples of statues that we rub for luck.
Okay. What other parts of people do they rub?
Statue rubbing is the act of touching a part of a public statue, popular among tourists, a form of superstition believed to bring good luck. So yeah, there's the John Harvard statue there on the right. You can see rubbing the testicles of the bull on Wall Street in New York is popular.
And no one's complaining about that. No one's like, hey, look at those brawn nuts.
Rubbing the snout of the Portano statue in Florence and putting a coin in its mouth for good luck. Rubbing the breast of Juliet in Verona. Rubbing the crotch of the monument of Victor Noir. rubbing or kissing the right foot of St. Peter at the Vatican. Kissing.
What are you doing? Kissing that's more, kissing the statue. Come on now.
Kissing everybody. I mean, you've kissed all the other statues that everybody else has kissed.
Correct.
Rubbing an arm, rubbing the foot of Timothy Eaton in Winnipeg, rubbing the toes of the statue of Margaret Thatcher. What?
What? Who's rubbing Thatcher toes?
Thatcher toes, and also Winston Churchill's toes. Man, that is that's a porn movie that needs to be made. Rubbing
Who
the
says
bust,
it hasn't?
Yeah, rubbing the bust of Lincoln at Lincoln's tomb, rubbing the nose of the badger outside the governor's office in Wisconsin, rubbing the statue of the loyal dogs.
By the way, Johnny, an interesting thing I just found reading further into this particular article, that the reason why they called Molly Malone the Tart with the cart is apparently in part due to the suggestions that she worked as a fishmonger by day and a sex worker by night. Yeah, this woman says they're doing nothing wrong because it is just a statue, but she said the groping annoys her because the sculpture is one of the few representations of women in Irish culture. You can imagine the stag does that come along, and it's actually just disgusting behavior, no matter what kind of object or person you're dealing with. So she is hoping to get the old tart with a cart a little bit higher perch so that people aren't rubbing the old honks.
Well, go get a bull statue like they have on Wall Street, and people will go rub the bull nuts.
Right. That's just as sad as it is, that's kind of just our nature, though. You see something like that, or for instance, the Wall Street bull nuts, and people are, if they see it and it's a statue, they're going to do something to it.
Right.
I'm sorry, that's just the way it is.